Welcome back, guys, to MbD&x 2024. We're with Harley all day doing demo rides on all of their awesome new motorcycles. Today we're on the Harley Davidson 2024 Low Rider ST, also known as the FXLR ST. We're going to show you guys all the great features of this bike. We'll stop the ride about halfway through and walk around, show you everything it's got to offer. And we're going to go over all of the great features of this bike and critique it. So starting off with comfort. If a bike is not comfortable, you will not want to ride it. Comfort is broken down into riding position and seat. Handlebars on the Low Rider ST, excellent. Nice pullback, very relaxed riding position. My arms are out fairly straight in front of me, maybe just a little bit below my shoulders. Elbows ever so slightly bent, very, very good. However, this falls apart on the controls. You can get this bike with forward controls, but as it is set up from the factory, we've got mids on the Low Rider ST. I am not a fan of mid controls. Now, if you want more aggressive, sporty handling, then mids might be the way to go. But for longer, all-day cruising, you're definitely going to want to stretch out your legs and get some forwards on here. It's not super uncomfortable by any means, but for long-term riding, I know it would be. So, riding position, solid 6 out of 10, simply because we don't have forwards on this bike when it really needs it. As far as the seat goes, the seat is fairly comfortable for a stock seat. If you've been around my channel, you guys know I'm not a fan of stock seats. I think custom seats are the way to go. But the stock seat is okay on here. You might be good for an hour or two, but I certainly wouldn't want to spend an entire day in it. For comfort on the Low Rider ST, as it comes stock, I'm going to give it about a 6.5 out of 10. It could be better. We got to get forward controls and a better seat on here and you'd be all set. Now let's talk about power. We're out on the highway. We've got the new Milwaukee-Eight 117 engine in here. So we've got liquid cooled cylinder heads, and they told me at the demo tent that also goes into cooling with the exhaust. Plenty of power in the new Milwaukee-Eight 117 engine. It's an absolute beast. Let's talk about engine braking here as we slow down and make our exit from the highway. It does not grab, it does not lurch. The 117 has excellent smooth roll-on acceleration, and the decel engine braking is no different. Nice and smooth as well. Harley did an absolutely fantastic job with this engine. Other than perhaps the 121 engine in the CVO, this is probably my favorite engine on a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Alright, so we're going to pull over here. I'm going to walk around the bike and show you guys all the great features she's got to offer. Alright, this is Harley Davidson's new 2024 Low Rider ST with the Milwaukee-Eight 117 engine. You can see the nice gold embossed primary cover down there. And this is, I believe the color is called Red Rock. Not really Harley's classic orange, but it's got the copper colored wheels. And it looks kind of cool. It's a nice trim package. Everything is blacked out. Got LED lights in the front, dual floating disc brakes up front. Liquid cooled, some radiator stuff there for the liquid cooled heads on the 117. Got our 117 branding over here. We also have a high airflow air intake for the 117 engine. Not set up stock from factory for 2-up, but obviously a passenger seat could be added, and some pegs or floorboards. We do have storage, which puts this in the bagger category. These are quick release saddlebags, easy to just, you know, turn that, unlock it, pop it off, and clean up the look of the bike if that's more your thing. But it's nice to have the storage available. LED lights in the rear, belt driven, and that is about it. I like the nice FXLR ST branding up here. There's even a little bit of metal flake and some of that paint around the edge. Looks very nice. As far as our display goes, not much to it. We got our dummy light bar down here, and then we've got a fuel gauge up here on the left, miles per hour, and then we can cycle through the, get some of that pollen off there, we can cycle through what shows up on the bottom of the screen with our handlebar control. RPM, so we can have digital tach, odometer, trip A, trip B, range till empty, back to the clock. We're going to put on RPM. Alright, so hitting the twisties, let's talk about the handling of this bike. With the mid controls, you can obviously lean it over a little bit further. It's got a bit more of an aggressive riding style to it. With the forwards, you may not have that, but I prefer the forwards anyway. I'll take a little bit more comfort and a little bit less handling any day of the week. As it comes, stock, I love the handling on it. I got to give it to the mids and the riding position. They knew what they were doing here, giving it this aggressive riding position. The handling is superb. If we talk about flickability, from center position over to middle, back to left, very flickable for a larger cruiser bike. I'm going to give handling a solid 8 out of 10. It's very, very good. Lean it over in the curves. Plenty of power in that engine to pull you on through. Awesome bike. You could tear it up on the Dragon with this thing. Now let's talk about the style. You guys have seen the walk around the bike and some of the body shots I threw in there of the motorcycle. It looks really great. I like what they did by taking the Low Rider S, making the Low Rider ST with the front fairing. It's awesome. I may add a slightly different windshield to it if it was mine. Just, I'm getting a little bit of buffing at the top of my helmet, so that would change the look a bit, but just getting that wing to go up, even if there was just a little flip on the front of the windshield to help with that, I think that would be a very good thing to do. But as far as the overall look and style, I know it's personal preference for everyone, but I love the look of the ST versus the normal Low Rider S. I think this one just looks better. Plus you get the bags on the back, so that's cool too. So do you guys have any questions about this bike or any comments? Let me know down below. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. I will be happy to answer any questions you guys have. If I can answer them for you, I will do my best. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, entertaining, or just want to help me out, hit that thumbs up button. That helps us crack the YouTube algorithm and get this video out to more people who are interested in these awesome new Harley-Davidson motorcycles. If you're not already and you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. That would help me out a lot. It's the big red button. Click the bell icon next to it. That'll give you guys notifications when there are new videos to watch here on Motoblade. I've done a lot of great test rides this week between Indy and Harley, Kawasaki, Honda, and I've got a lot more coming out for you guys. So be sure to stick around and stay subscribed. If I haven't hit the motorcycle you want to see, just hang on. It's probably in the works in my editing backlog. This is a very, very fun bike to rip around on. What it lacks for in a little bit of comfort with the riding position, it makes up for in the fun that you can have because of that riding position. So Harley knew what they were doing. I would just modify it a little bit for me, and that really depends on your case use. Anyway, gonna wrap this video up. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And until next time, you know what to do. Be careful out there on the road. Ride safe. Ride on. I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.